TYT Sports, everyone. I'm coming a little bit subdued. But you know what? It doesn't matter. This is the takeover, hashtag the Jay-Z experience.
Yep, get it going.
And by the way, not the Jay-Z experience of that new album with the subpar single on it. I'm talking about the Jay-Z experience, JR, Jackson, Zach
Corey giving you a look right now like, what'd you say?
Yes, it's a subpar single, not that Jay-Z experience. I'm talking about this one. This one we're stepping out. We got Pluto TV today. As we do every Wednesday, your normal host Jason Rubin will be back in town. He's been off in Vegas gambling.
Francis back at the motherland as well.
Yeah, they're all doing their thing.
They'll be
and when they come back, they'll be refreshed. And the Jay-Z experience will continue. This is gonna become a thing.
Yeah,
don't let.
I've read comments. Most dynamic duo in sports right now.
Who'd you pay to do that?
Okay, call my friend. Go in there. Comment on that.
So we got a quick rundown for Pluto TV. Let's start again with NBA. Free agency has been a big topic. The Summer League has been a big topic. But we want to see where the teams are coming together. And one of the big moves that happened was Paul George to OKC. And of course, as soon as it happened, people thought, oh, well, you know, Paul George is going to Oklahoma City to play 1 year with Westbrook and of course move on back to his native LA, which he's not actually from LA.
Which has been rumored for like 2 years now.
Yeah,
that he wants to be a Laker, he wants to go back.
It's been like the draw of the big market of the Lakers and the history and the tradition of winning of the Lakers is going to bring big names like this.
So he's not from LA, but he's from Cali?
He's from LA area. He's from over an hour away from LA.
Okay.
So when people hear LA, it's why the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim named their team that, because people that aren't from here will go, oh yeah, well the Angels are in LA, right? No, they're not. They're in Anaheim.
Yeah.
So he's from Palmdale.
Okay.
Which is over an hour away. Yeah. But still, I mean, it's
Went to school
Southern
in Fresno,
California.
that's way up there.
It's Southern California, so yes, it's home,
So
I hear you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so everyone would assume that he's gonna make the move right after playing with OKC.
Yep, it's like a rental for Oklahoma City. Yeah,
and then end up in LA.
Yep.
But the big news today is that Paul George says, no, not necessarily. You never know what's gonna happen. We might pull something off. He had an interview, I believe with SI, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, Lee Jenkins interviewed him from SI. And asked about the potential move, he said, "There's really no right way to handle it."
This was
with
regarding leaving Indiana,
leaving
what he wanted to do,
and what would be the next step.
Yeah.
I get the frustration. I get why people are upset, but at the same time, I want the average fan to understand that we only get a small window to play this game, and more than anything, you want to be able to play for a championship. So, and I'm going to continue with that. But so he's talking as far as. When guys go to other teams and how superstars leave and people get upset. I think the latest was out in Utah when they burned Gordon Hayward's jersey for no reason. Sorry, I'll continue the quote. And he said, I wanted to bring that to Indiana. I really did. I love Indiana. That will always be a special place for me. And I'm sorry for not holding on, but I wasn't sure we'd ever get a team together to compete for a championship, and that's where all this came from. Nothing untrue in what he said.
No, exactly, and he's handling it perfectly fine. I mean, it's not that Indiana's not a big enough market for him. You know, they treated him great, and he's basically just saying like, look, I gave my all to this team when I was young, when we had a good team, when they fought LeBron's Heat and all those teams. Like, that was as close to a title with the Indiana Pacers as he's gonna get, and now he's in the prime of his career. He's an All-NBA player, and he's making the Indiana fans know that it's not like. Nothing against them.
Right.
It's like, I just want to go, move on, play for a championship. And even Oklahoma City might not have been where he wanted to go. I know, you know, Cleveland, all these other teams, Boston were in the running for him. But he's just happy to have a chance.
This will be a chance, and I think he did mention that when he's talking about how he goes there. And the situation could be if they do pull something off crazy, like potentially stop the Warriors.
You never know, go on a run, make it to the conference finals. He could be like, holy crap, like,
he's playing with
me and
MVP.
Russ could kill it, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think they're boys, right? They've spent time in like, the Olympics and everything.
Now, what it does come down to, because that's the second aspect of it, in going to OKC, he did reach out to Kevin Durant because he actually knows Kevin Durant better than he knows Russell Westbrook.
Okay, yeah.
They're acquaintances, like they know each other, many of them do.
Yeah.
And so when he reached out to KD, he also pointed this out to SI about Oklahoma City and actually the whole organization. That place will blow you away, said KD. They can offer what other teams can't in terms of the people and the preparation and the facility, down to the chefs and the meals. He was pretty high on them. He thought it was a first-class organization in every way. So again, this is an LA kid that played in a not a smaller market. Indianapolis is a big city, but like it's not LA, it's not New York, it's not Chicago.
Yeah, even like the Miamis and whatever.
So at least, and this is gonna be an even smaller market, but at least KD did point out, hey, they're good folks over there, which I think may have surprised people because they figured KD had this animosity in leaving, especially the way that the fans treated him when he came back, and the way that Westbrook treated him the entire season
with the cupcakes and the subliminal shots.
But it's a class move because and he's saying the same thing that probably KD would have said, and he's probably seemed to be in a way defending him. Like guys move on because they want a chance.
Exactly. And which is essentially what Durant basically kind of viewed that as. I need to move on.
He gave himself the ultimate chance.
He took the easy way out, but we won't go into that. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, I mean, everybody knows OKC when that place is rocking. It's like one of the best places to watch basketball in. Those Oklahoma City fans will love Paul George and Russell Westbrook together.
So the last thing about, at least about Paul George's comments about potentially going to LA, he said, not so fast. He said it had to be a situation where the ball gets rolling and guys are hopping on. This guy commits, that guy commits, and then expletive. Now there's a team forming. It has to be like that. So he has to get his own little big three in LA. Right now they're developing young guys. They have a young coach that had some success, of course, when Luke Walton filled in in Golden State. And so at least there's some foundation, but he's like, listen, man, we need to have something else going besides just new guys that will figure them out.
Yeah, and I like how he's saying that because the whole him going to the Lakers and just trying to play with like Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and whoever else, the young players that they develop on, you're not even getting. You're fighting for a playoff spot in the West.
I think
he needs key pieces to start falling. Maybe Westbrook does join him in LA. We don't know. There's a lot of people could be creative.
They're speculating Westbrook. They're speculating LeBron, of course.
John Wall. I've heard DeMarcus Cousins, and
so then some of these young guys would actually get bumped if these veterans in these particular positions come in. But of course, no one speculates.
He's making it clear that he wants to win, which I think is the perfect thing for him, and which is essentially why he left Indiana. And man, I hope it's like OKC Golden State in the conference finals. KD against his old team, that would be a headline. That'd be good.
With a new replacement basically for KD being Paul George. That would be awesome. Last thing about the move, because people always talk about guys want to play where they're from. It's why I brought up LA a few times with Paul George. They always like, oh, he's from LA, want to go play there, I hear you, but it's not, I feel like it's not as maybe for some guys, like when guys go to college, they like to stay near home because they're 18 years old and they just left high school. So they always want to stay near home. They don't want to go too far from moms because home cooked meals, whatever it is. But when guys are professionals and they're making millions, tens of millions of dollars a year, and then you play in OKC for a year, trust me, Paul George has houses in LA. He can come home anytime.
He can go to LA whenever he wants.
He's in LA right now.
On a little private jet.
This interview was conducted in LA. He's here. So it's not like he's never in LA, and therefore he's being held against his will in OKC in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll be okay if they're not playing from where they're from.